What is this, a fat man's house of cigars?
Yeah, right. Oh, my.
Buenas noches, Mr. Hudson.
Well, just how do you know my name?
But the whole town is talking about you and how you desire to speak with me.
You're right on that count, pal. I want some information about this.
Hey, Angel!
Michael!
Look, not another move, unless you wish to be dead.
Oh.
We meet again, Senora.
Look, you. This does not concern my friends. You let them go. This is between me and you.
Well, you must be very worried about business here at Tops.
Why would I be worried?
Well, the Sin Stalker just happens to have attacked most of his victims here.
I am not worried. I'm not.
I wish those reporters would leave Felicia alone.
The killer's a big story. Maybe I can find something else to pique their interest. Felicia, we've got a bit of a problem here, and
What's
Dustin Hoffman is insisting on sitting at Paul Newman's table.
Really?
Do you believe that?
Get okay now.
Well, I'm certainly glad that Hoffman and Newman dropped in. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. You look like you could use a little breather.
Yeah. This is quite a guy. You know that, don't you? Listen, let me go up and see this.
No more questions. All right, look, the department's going to make a statement tomorrow.
Sergeant Corey, quick, there's been another attack.
Where?
In the garage. It's a man. MJ's with him now.
Out of my way. Come on, get out of my way. Jamie, keep these reporters back.
Come on, back off. Come on, let us in. Back off.
Please.
Hold on. You're the girl that predicted the attack on Crystal Gale.
Girl, that's the girl.
Have you had any more premonitions about the killer? Can you tell us what's going on now? Please, one statement. Let's all...
Be careful. Oh, take it easy. Are you all right?
Dr. Glazer, what happened?
That's him. He was here. The killer.
Glazer, are you all right?
A little woozy. I'm okay.
Listen, I know this is a bad time for you, but do you think you could make a statement for us?
I'll try.
It's important to get these impressions, fresh in your mind.
I don't think I'm going to forget this.
Are you sure this was the killer?
He tried to strangle me.
Just tell us everything that happened from the beginning.
I went to get my car, and I was about to start it, and some man jumped up in the back seat. I didn't see when I got in the car. I don't know why I didn't think to look.
Did he say anything?
No, he went right for my throat. We struggled. I guess my arm hit the horn and the sound startled him. He gave me a shove in my head. Hit the window, I guess. I don't remember anymore.
So you never really did get a good look at him?
It was dark. He was behind me the whole time.
Look, anything at all, anything to help us. Was he a big man?
As far as I can recall, he was medium height, medium weight. He wore a ski mask. And he had on surgical gloves.
What about his clothing?
Dark. Maybe he was wearing a top coat. I don't remember. It happened so fast. I mean, he just went right for me.
I think we should get you to a hospital.
No, I'll be fine.
Well, at least let a doctor take a look at you, all right? Is Jamie still upstairs, Adam?
Yeah. Harry!
Let's go over here. Adam, this is exactly what I was afraid of happening. Dr. Glazer talked about the killer on Felicia's show, and the killer didn't like it. So he came after him.
Yeah, well, I wish he'd come after me, because I wouldn't let him get away.
The man is insane. He's out for revenge. And that means you could be next.
Oh, come on, one more statement, please.
They are horrible.
Oh, forget about them. They're just looking for a story.
I told you this is what happens when people find out about me. They all think I'm a freak.
Hey, it's just natural curiosity. Take it easy. Are you okay?
It's just those reporters.
Are you sure that's all it is? Lisa, are you getting feelings about what just happened downstairs?
Are you going to start this too?
Well,
Jamie, we've got to get these reporters out of here. They're starting to interview the customers.
What are your thoughts on the Sin Stalker, Mrs. Harding?
Ms. Harding.
Well, please speak freely and look into the camera. Thank you.
Ms. Quinn Harding.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Sin Stalker is sick.
Sick?
The man obviously hates women.
Mm-hmm.
These notes he writes, passing his own moral judgment on what women can or cannot do. Who does he think he is?
It's enough, Quinn.
He's a vile, pathetic, tiny, angry little man. Preying on women the way he does. He's the one who doesn't deserve to live.
That's enough, Quinn.
Please,
Doesn't
please.
deserve to live. That's very good.
Tops is now closed. Please, I would like it if you could leave. Now, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm terribly sorry. I'm so sorry. Quinn, no. Listen, stay and have some dessert on me, all right? They'll be gone by then, all right? Thank you, Zach. I'm sorry.
Look, are you out of your mind? I mean, how could you say something like that, spout off like that?
The man asked me my opinion, and I gave it to him.
For the whole world to see, including the killer? I mean, how could you say that around that camera with this sicko running around?
I am not afraid to say what I think, Zach.
Well, you should be. Women have to be careful in Bay City these days.
Well, maybe I won't be in Bay City much longer.
I think that's the last of them. Maybe we can get back to normal, okay?
Felicia, is Jamie still here?
Yes. Alan, what happened?
Looks like the killer almost got his first male victim.
Look, I got no quarrel with you, all right? I don't care what business you do. All I need is some information. I have a picture, all right? A picture that was taken in Honolulu in December. It's a picture I think might be my brother. His name was John Hudson. And I have reason to believe that you know whether or not he's alive and where he's living.
I know nothing about it, John Hudson.
Well, I think you do. Because you're in this photograph, too.
Well, is it him? Is it John?
This part of Another World is brought to you by the...
I know this man, yes.
Is that my brother?
I very much doubt it. Does my smoking offend you, Mrs. Hudson?
I'll tell you what offends.
Look, if the man in the picture is not my brother, then who is it?
I was in Honolulu last December. A stopover on the way back from a business meeting in Tokyo. So necessary to cast off the mantle of work every now and then, isn't it, Mr. Hudson?
You get to the point.
I met this man in a small cafe. Quite charming. Native waitresses wearing saris.
Why were you meeting him?
He and I do business occasionally.
Will you tell me his name?
Suffice it to say, it is not John Hudson.
What his name was or wasn't doesn't mean anything, Michael.
This man is a European, and he does not like having his photo taken any more than I do.
Michael, stop him!
It's okay. Donna, why don't you just sit down, huh? Relax. Make yourself at home. Mitch, sit down. Make yourself at home. Excuse me, are these Cuban?
Of course.
Terrific. Mitch, like a cigar? Great aroma. It's too bad your story stinks.
It is true what they say about you. You are a very cool customer.
Oh, yes, I am. And I'm not buying. How do you know so much about me?
You are a successful, self-made man. Rather clever, I'd say.
Yeah, I am. Clever enough not to give you my only picture.
I suppose you have extra copies in your safe back in America. And your men have orders to come here looking for me if you don't get back safely.
Well, you're close. See, I was surprised. No one seems to have a current photograph of you, and there's a lot of people out there who'd really like to have one. So what I did is I left word that that photograph should be given to the police and the FBI. Unless I get the information I came for. So what's it going to be? Would you like your photograph plastered across the front page of every newspaper in America, or are you going to tell me the truth?
I don't understand why this guy keeps hanging around Top.
We're working on that angle, Felicia. Don't worry.
Maybe there is something that you guys have overlooked. There has to be something. Lisa, honey, please, would you talk to the police?
Felicia, no.
This is so important.
It wouldn't do any good.
Please try. Come on. Come on. Now, you remember Dr. Glazer. Is there anything that you picked up, any feeling, any sort of vibration at all?
No, Felicia, I can't.
Felicia, the department has this under control, all right?
I am telling you that that she can do feelings, vibrations. Jamie, please, would you tell them?
Well, she did have a feeling about the attack on Crystal Gale, yes.
It was a lucky coincidence.
Coincidence? Adam, I know how you feel about this. But Lisa has a real ability, and I can prove it. Lisa, what did you feel just now when Dr. Glazer was attacked?
Nothing.
You must have felt something.
I am not a machine, Jamie.
Lisa, are you doing this because the police are here?
I am telling you the truth. I don't know anything about anything that happened today.
You've had these feelings before, though.
Sometimes I have them and sometimes I don't.
Oh, come on, try to remember.
Don't you think I would remember if I could? Do you think I like knowing I could help keep people from dying? You know, you're just like everyone else. You think I'm a freak.
What the heck is that supposed to mean? You're thinking about leaving Bay City.
Guess what I said?
And go where?
California.
Why?
Thomasina's been after me for a long time. To come out ever since my business failed.
Well, look, I mean, if you're worried about money, Quinn, you don't have to. I mean...
Zach, it's really more than that. I miss having my family around. I want to feel a part of something. I want to feel... Anyway, there's nothing keeping me here in Bay City.
Nothing keeping you? What about the people who care about you, Quinn? What about me?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset Lisa.
No, it's my fault. And I can't leave like this.
Okay.
I have to see she's okay.
Okay.
All right, Dr. Glazer, you can go on home if you like. I'll sign a man to make sure.
We found the suspect.
Where?
In the garage.
Stay here. You too.
Who is it?
It's Jamie.
I don't want to talk to you.
Lisa, please, I want to apologize. I'm interrupting.
No, it's okay. I was just going to take a bath.
Lisa, I'm sorry about upsetting you before.
Forget it.
I don't think you're a freak.
Shouldn't have said that.
No, I deserved it. I was out of line.
Everyone keeps after me.
Yeah, I'm the worst offender. And I'm really sorry. I've been very inconsiderate about your feelings, and I shouldn't have pushed so hard to make you help with the police.
They're not interested.
Well, they could be if... Listen, Lisa, I know you don't want to hear this right now. It's just, I want you to understand that if I've been pushing, it's because I love so many people in this town, and I don't want to see anyone else get hurt.
If you knew how many nights I haven't slept, just wishing I could do something to stop all this. I feel so helpless.
I have faith in you. If you can help, you will. You know, maybe there's another reason why I've been pushing you. It's given me a good excuse to talk with you. Though, I guess, not about what I always wanted to talk about. Listen, what I'm trying to say is that I want to get to know you better. And I was wondering if you would give me that chance.
Jamie, a lot of things have happened since I came to Bay City. A lot of things I don't understand.
Yeah, well, I haven't helped.
Well, I know I've been difficult. I really don't want to fight with you.
I've got an idea. Why don't we... Let's just forget everything, okay? Forget about the killer, forget about your psychic powers and how we met. In fact, why don't we just pretend like we've never met before?
And then what?
Then we can get to know one another. You know, best foot forward and all that.
Okay.
Terrific. Okay. So we're perfect strangers.
If we're perfect strangers, what are you doing in my apartment?
Don't be difficult.
You started this game.
Okay, all right. Felicia invited me over here.
She's not here.
Well, she wanted me to meet you.
Alone?
She said if she was late, to go ahead and introduce myself. Hi, I'm Jamie Frame. Pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Grady. Lisa Grady.
Charm.
Shall we sit down?
Oh, you're too kind. So, you're new here in Bay City, Lisa.
Yes. I've just been here a few weeks.
Oh, and your parents, how are they?
Thought we were going to talk about ourselves.
Right, okay. Where did you live before this, Lisa?
Topeka.
And that's where your family's from?
No, I grew up in Rockford. It's a little northwest of Chicago. And when I graduated, I got a job in Topeka.
Oh. Why did you decide to live here? Am I getting pushy again?
No, it's okay. I guess I just didn't know anyone in Topeka.
A little lonely, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've been there.
Topeka?
Lonely. You know, it's nice to be around people you love, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Felicia's been wonderful, and she knows everybody.
Well, everybody worth knowing, that is. Oh, take me, for instance. I'm definitely on her A-list.
Are you?
Well, you know, young doctor on the move, suave, sophisticated.
Modest.
Oh, definitely one of my finer qualities. We're not doing too bad for a couple of strangers, are we?
No. I'm having fun.
Me too. It'd be nice to try this for real sometime.
What do you mean?
A date? Interested?
My brother was born on a farm outside of Bay City in 1948. Just tell me, did this guy ever mention Bay City?
I told you the man is European.
What country is he from?
It didn't concern me.
I'd like to meet this guy.
I don't know where he is.
Oh, I see. You conduct business with him, but how do you set up your business arrangements?
He contacts me.
Mm-hmm. Well, did he say where he was going after Honolulu? Europe? America?
America? Oh, no. Things are too hot for him there.
What makes you say that?
Oh, just an impression. But enough. I have told you far more than I should.
You haven't told us anything.
I fear you were on a wild goose chase, Mr. Hudson.
No. I don't think so. See, in that picture, there was a peculiar way that the guy held himself. Don't you agree? Kind of looked like a man on the run.
The man has a nervous disposition, particularly in affairs of business. He doesn't like dealing with, what was the term he used? Hotshots. I don't quite know what that means. But then foreigners.
You know, you've been very kind. I think we should go now. We've gotten all we need.
We're going?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, this gentleman here has shared with us all the information he knows. I'm sure of that.
Michael, let's go. He's alive. What's gotten into you? I thought you wanted to find your brother.
We will find my brother. Now, let's get out of here.
Look, I know this might not be the best time, but I need your help in a little experiment.
Like what?
We found a suspect. I'd like for you to take a look at him.
Well, I'll do my best, but I think it's kind of futile. The man was behind me the whole time.
No, we got a plan. Now, he's coming up right now, and I want you right here when he arrives.
Adam, I want you to tell me who this suspect is. It's my case, too.
Look, you're going to find out soon enough.
What's going on? Well, Adam has a suspect, he says. He thinks it's the killer. He's going to bring him up here. He should be here any second.
He's coming here?
Yeah.
But why?
Here he is.
Stay tuned for the next part of Another World. Now, the next part of Another World.
All right, now, Dr. Glazer, we've dressed him exactly as you described him. Now, I want you to take a good look at him. How about his size? Right height?
I can't say.
Take your time. Take your time.
I can't honestly say that's the man. I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Glazer. Thank you for your cooperation.
Surprise!
Chad? I don't believe it.
Are you finished with me, Sergeant Corey?
Don't go anywhere just yet, all right?
Are you out of your mind? Do you realize that if Chad didn't waive his rights, his entire position as a suspect could be thrown out of court just on a technicality?
He had advice of legal counsel before he did this, MJ. I'm not stupid.
And you're totally out of line here.
Jay, we've used this method many times before. Why are you so upset?
You just should have told me.
Sergeant Corey, you have a phone call? Delaney.
Thank you.
Come on. You've never seen my apartment. Let me show it to you, all right? Come on.
Some show, huh?
Why did you agree to that?
I really had no choice. I went down to the garage to get my car, and 2 cops accosted me.
Oh, boy, you really have a knack for being in the wrong place at the right time, don't you?
Hey, I've got nothing to hide. And I agreed to this little charade to prove that.
Do you think it's a game?
Well, why take it seriously, MJ? I know I'm innocent.
Yeah, that may be true, but you've yet to come up with one decent alibi.
And your boyfriend has yet to come up with a killer. All things considered, I think I'm looking pretty good. And he's looking, well, a little shaky these days.
Chad, for your own sake, why don't you consider leaving town for a while?
Why? I like it here.
Oh, you like being a murder suspect on top of everything else?
I'm not worried. And I'm definitely not leaving. Hey, look, this job at Tops is the break that I've been dreaming about. I'm going to get what I want. Everything I want. And that includes you.
Don't count on it.
You wait.
All right, Chad, you can go for now. But we're going to be wanting to talk to you again, so don't leave town, huh?
Wouldn't dream of it. It's not often that a good citizen gets to cooperate with the police. Now I know why you became a cop. It's such a satisfying feeling, helping your fellow man, isn't it? Well?
What?
Do you want to go out with me? Now listen, if you're worried about my behavior, I promise you I'll be nothing but a perfect gentleman. And I'll take you to places that are well lit and in public.
What would we do?
We'll have dinner. Go dancing. You don't dance.
Of course I dance.
Oh, you don't eat. Come on, it'll be fun. You had a good time with me right now, just now, didn't you?
Yeah.
So this will be even better. We'll kick back, forget our troubles, and laugh. I got a feeling that neither of us do that quite often enough. What do you say?
Well, hi, you guys.
How's it going?
Not bad, considering. Listen, we thought we'd go get something to eat. You want to join us?
No. Jamie and I were going out.
Oh, where? Where are you going?
To get a drink. I'll go get changed.
Well, now, that's certainly a surprise, Jamie.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, how'd you get her to go out on a date?
Well, the suave and sophisticated approach wasn't working out very well, so I opted for a more subtle tactic. I admitted that I screwed up.
Well, that's very suave, Mr. Well, I mean, a man who admits his mistakes to a woman, she can hardly argue.
Psychiatrist's point of view?
Man's.
Ah, I see. Well, whatever you did, it worked, honey.
Well, let's hope.
Mr. Hudson, I'm sending my man back with you.
Well, that's very considerate of you, but I think we can find our way back.
His orders are to see that you get back safely to your hotel. This is a very dangerous part of the country.
Oh, right. No thanks to you.
Such beauty should not be faced with unpleasantries. Things are more pleasant in your part of the country.
Well, the problem is someone keeps closing the airstrip around here.
Really? It will be open in the morning. Adios.
Let's go.
I don't believe this. I mean, we didn't find out anything.
No, we did really good. We got all the answers we need.
But how can you say that there's nothing here for you in Bay City?
There isn't.
What about us?
You are a very good friend, Zach.
It's more than that, and you know it. I mean, what we had this past few weeks, it was something with us. You know it. I think you're scared.
I think the reporters have left. We can go now.
You're shutting me off again, Clint.
Look, Zach, I have to make some very tough decisions in my life right now. This is just one of them.
Well, you don't have to do it alone.
To our first date. Even though I'm not sure why you suggested it.
I just thought Felicia would want some privacy. You know, it's her apartment.
No, come on, tell me, what's the real reason?
Okay. I thought we should get to know each other better. You've been asking me questions all night. Now it's my turn.
Go ahead. Shoot.
Okay. Why did you become a doctor?
That's a good question. I thought about it as a kid. Too many Dr. Kildare reruns. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I wrote for the high school newspaper, thinking I could help change the world with words, you know. And my first book was published, and it was pretty successful. And a few years later, I got another idea for another book. It was set in the slums, though, and I really didn't know much about that. And so I moved to Chicago and got an apartment in one of your more low-rent neighborhoods, to say the least. And for weeks, I saw the conditions under which those people lived. It's not pretty. And I realized I couldn't change things locked up in a room. I wanted to be out there. I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to make a real contribution. So I enrolled in med school. And I realized, you know, that I can't solve all the problems in this city, of course, you know. But when I help somebody out like Manuel, it makes me feel like I can make a difference, even a small one. And that makes me feel better. And I've been chewing your ear off, haven't I?
No, not at all. It's a wonderful story.
Yeah, well, it's one that not too many people know. But it felt right telling you.
You're a great doctor. Kind and gentle. Not at all the type of person who would kiss someone before they even said hello. Well, I should be getting back. I have a lot of work to do tomorrow.
Well, I'll walk you downstairs. You can't be too careful these days.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, good night, Officer McKinnon. I hope to see you soon.
Not under these circumstances, hopefully.
Yeah, me too. I'd much rather be alone with you. Like old times.
Chad, why don't you take my advice? Try playing it straight for a while. You can't afford to be a suspect.
You're always worrying about me. Shows you still care. Good night, officers.
I want you to keep round-the-clock surveillance on the guy for the next 48 hours. If you turn up anything, and I mean anything, so much as a parking ticket, I want to know about it.
That's enough. Work.
No, I want to talk to this guy.
I want to take you home. To bed.
Are you kidding me? Dr. Alan Glazer, noted psychiatrist, read one of my romance books?
Well, yeah, so? I mean, I rather liked it. Well, love is a very complex emotion. You got all the psychological motivations exactly right.
I want you to know that I take that as the highest form of flattery.
Where do you get all these Baroque situations?
I think it's probably pretty basic. You know, boy meets girl, boy loses girl. But, of course, in the end, it's always happy.
Aha. Conflict and challenge. On the job, I see quite a bit of that in relationships.
Yeah, I bet you do. So tell me, is there any one relationship you think works better than another relationship? You know, something that's magical, special?
No. No, I don't think so, really. No, but it's interesting. People with differing emotional makeups tend to gravitate toward each other.
I think that people like to fill a need that they have in themselves. Do you think so?
Opposites attract. Very interesting phenomenon, isn't it?
I think it's a very romantic one.
Well, you certainly opened my eyes about romance novels.
Yeah, well, I could say the same for you.
Well, good night.
Good night.
What?
Nothing. Good night.
I had a good time.
Any chance of us doing it again? I mean, a real date? We'll paint the town red. Or violet. That is your favorite color, as I remember.
I like that.
An experience like I had tonight, it really makes you realize all over again that it's so important just to enjoy the moment we have. And I've really enjoyed the evening with you.
I had a very good time myself.
Did you?
Yes.
Maybe we can do it again.
Why not? I'd like that.
So would I.
Hey. Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I have to be going.
Oh,
Thank you again very, very much.
you're welcome.
I will call.
Good.
Good night.
Good night, Alan. And please try and get some rest.
Oh, yeah. Good night.
So, did you have a nice time with Jamie?
Yes, very nice.
And?
And what?
And so? Come on.
He's much different than I thought he was at first.
I told you. You see, doctors have a very sensitive side to themselves.
Oh, well, what about your doctor?
Alan? Oh, you mean Dr. Glazer? Well, now, would you believe he seems to like me? He even asked me out on a date.
How do you feel about him?
Honey, I hardly even know the man yet. So, what does your ESP powers tell you? Think that there could be a big romance here?
I never predict love and romance. Although tonight I wish I could.
Bodyguard's in the bar with a bottle of tequila, so what's the problem? What's the story? Why did you let the fat man off like that?
Because I got the answer I wanted.
Michael, he didn't say anything.
Yes, he did. He said hot shot.
What?
He said that the man in the picture used the word hot shot.
So what?
Look, when John and I were growing up on a farm, I used to do all the chores, right? So it became kind of a joke, kind of a put-down between us. He always used to call me hot shot. Now, it became a password for people who overdid it.
It's not an unusual word, Michael.
Yes, but it's a very American word. And he said the guy in the photograph said he was European. Not only that, but John used it all the time.
So you think John could be alive?
I don't know, but for the first time, I have hope. Look, I can't be 100% sure that John's alive, but I am 100% sure that that fat man knows more than he's saying.
So we stay on the fat man's case.
Yeah. Look, if he slipped up once, he'll slip up again. And all I need is one more slip up to prove that John is alive. We better get some sleep. We got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
I just hope we can sleep.
Don't worry, there won't be any trouble tonight. I guarantee it. Good night.
Night.
Now, wait a minute. How can he be so sure about that?
Oh, he's got his ways. I got mine.
Oh, I see. So you're going to have your way with me, is that it?
Mm-hmm. Tell you what. Tonight, I'll do what you want. If tomorrow, you do what I want. Is it a deal?
Yeah, it's a deal.
Oh, good. Tomorrow you leave.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. It's too dangerous for you here.
Oh, but you see, I like danger. I find that it really excites me.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what. Life excites me. Your life excites me. And don't try to sneak out of this, because I'm not going to tell you when, and I'm not going to tell you how.
You're right. Well, we'll just see.
Uh-huh. We made a deal.
Mm-hmm. That's right, a deal. Now, you said you would do anything I want.
Beautiful. Tell me, are you reading my mind? Can you tell what it's like for me to finally hold you in my arms? Lisa. Oh, Lisa.
I want to be like other girls. Meet a man, go dancing. Hold me, Jamie.
Am I being kidnapped?
If that's what it takes.
To do what?
To talk you out of this stupid idea about leaving to California.
Zach, I've given it a lot of thought.
Did you for once think about me? It really hurt hearing you talking about leaving. Like I meant nothing to you.
You mean a lot to me.
I care about you. And I don't want to lose you. Not now. Where are you going?
To call Thomasina?
Now? Why?
I want to tell her that I don't think L.A. is such a good idea right now.
Before you go, so you won't forget.
Loser, coward, how could you let Crystal Gale get away? Shame on you. You've got to rid the world of these evil women, and I'm not going to give you much more time to do it. next?
It's better, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's such a long day today. Why did you get so upset about Chad Rollo?
It took me by surprise, that's all. I told you, I knew him a long time ago. I just don't think he's a killer.
Why not?
Why are we talking? What? You're thinking about the killer, aren't you?
Sorry, MJ. I can't stop thinking about him. I keep wondering what he's thinking. Wondering who his next victim's gonna be.
I think this Sin Stalker is sick. The man obviously hates women. These notes he writes, passing his own moral judgment on what women can or cannot do. Who does he think he is?
That's enough, Quinn.
He's a vile, pathetic, tiny, angry little man. Preying on women the way he does. He's the one who doesn't deserve to live.
That's enough, Quinn.
Who's next?
This part of Another World was brought to you by Ivory, the soap without a lot of extra ingredients. For a pure, natural kind of clean, lather up with Ivory. Join us each weekday for the continuing story of Another World.